Hi, welcome to another edition of Business Today. My name is Vivian Kai Lokko. This edition, we are with the Ethiopian Airlines, who for some time now have been doing quite well in the aviation industry, leading most of the airlines here in Africa. We'll be speaking to the area manager for Ghana, Genet W. Michael. She'll tell us that pretty journey and some issues in the aviation industry in the country that she would want to talk about. How's the airline been doing so far? We've been hearing great stories about you winning awards, people, making quite good recommendations for us to fly you. What has been the journey so far here in Ghana for you?
Yeah, we are doing good in Ghana. Actually, we are operating daily now in Ghana with the 787 Dreamliner. And we, as you know, we have started operating to Ghana 1916 after the independence of the country, after a bilateral agreement signed between the two countries. And it was a challenge for some period, but currently we are operating daily, and it's good.
You have been winning quite a number of awards. I think the last one I heard that you had won was with the Aviation Awards, where you picked up the airline for Africa, I believe. What has pushed you or gotten you to be doing so well in this industry where we're seeing quite a number of airlines, having some amount of challenges? What has been your secret to the success?
Actually, we believe the award was given based on the customers' comment and feedback. And Ethiopian Airlines is customer-focused airline, and with standards, global standards of service. So we hopefully the award committee has checked on the customer comment and feedback, and we are performing at the global level standard service. So we believe we are doing to the level, and that's why we are chosen to be the best airline in Africa.
So you believe your customers are the ones telling your story because you're giving the best services, in your opinion. So if I have to choose between Ethiopian Airlines and other airlines, what are the special things that you are offering that you believe customers should choose you over others?
Number one, the online, our onboard service is the best. Our crews are giving the best service, and our aircrafts, we are operating the latest aircrafts like the 787. Even Ghana, we are operating with the 787. And the ground service, if you see the ground service, we are doing good. So the overall service is the best. That's why we have been selected.
Okay. How many cities do you fly now? Which routes do we have with you?
Internationally, we are operating now 97 destinations. Almost everywhere in Africa, for 45 destinations. And in Europe, Latin America, everywhere we are going to 95 destinations.
Okay. Do you have some alliances as well?
Yeah, we are a Star Alliance member. Ethiopian Airlines is Star Alliance member, which is a major alliance group. We have been in Star Alliance starting December 2010.
What about any code sharing agreements?
Yeah, we have code share with almost all the major airlines. Code share agreement with almost all the major airlines.
Okay, let's come to Ghana proper and your journey here in Ghana. When did you come into our territory?
You mean in Ghana?
Yes. How long have you been here?
3 years.
3 years, right. Now, so tell us how challenging or how easy it's been for you here in Ghana.
It's challenging actually because all the major airlines are operating. The competition is high. Every time you have to see your fares, what other airlines are doing in the market and everything. So the competition is really high, and you have to always develop a new strategy how you can get the market. So Ghana is not a simple market. It's challenging, really.
Right, but the African market as a whole has been good for you, right?
Yes.
What has been the story behind that success?
Yeah, Ethiopian Airlines is mainly, the main objective is connecting Africa to the world. So in every time we are opening new destinations. So customers are getting more connections every year. So whenever we open new destinations, it is a plus to the airline and also to the customer. So our fares are competitive. Most of our destination fares are competitive, and our service is really to the standard. So that's why customers are happy on our service.
Okay, you're actually now Ethiopia is seen as the fastest growing economy in the world, growing at about 8%, I believe, of GDP last year, and a lot of people believe next year we'll see much more from that country, and for that matter, aviation, infrastructure, etc., will be a big thing during this period. How is the airline going to take advantage of this growth and the fact that all eyes are on Ethiopia now in terms of investment, what have you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as I said, we are doing a strategy, a 50-year strategy for Vision 2025. On that, as I said, we are going to have more destinations, more routes, and a lot of investments are going within the airline. The Aviation Academy is now the biggest in Ethiopia, in Africa, I mean. So everything has been expanding and upgrading. So to add this, the strategic plan we have for 50 years, as the airline is growing and as well the country is growing, we will be on a better position, we believe.
Okay, so tell us about this Aviation Academy. We've heard so much about it, one of actually the best, they say, in the industry in Africa. What makes it the best?
Aviation Academy is the biggest training center in Africa. We have invested more than 10 million for the upgrading and the expansion. The plan is within next 15 years to accept the capacity of 4,000 trainees in a year. We have been giving training for more than 47 countries on pilot training, technician, cabin crew, and career development trainings. And it's supplying qualified pilots, technicians, and cabin crew to the airline and some of the African countries.
Okay, right. Okay, let's look at management and finance of the airline. I was looking through some of your financials, and profits over the years has grown tremendously. Now, if you look at other competitors in the industry, most of them have had to struggle. For example, if you look at South African Airways, they always have to go back to the government for help, you know. But even though your airline is a state-run airline, it's very independent of managerial dispensation. Now, how have you been able to increase profits over the periods?
Yeah, normally it is a government-owned airline, but normally the management is owned by the professionals. So the government influence is limited. All the activities, all the decisions are being taken by the professionals, not by the government. So I believe that's one major issue, major reason why the airline has been successful and profitable.
Okay, well, we'll come back to that, but we're live coming to you from the Ethiopian Airlines, where we're speaking to the area manager for Ghana, Genet W. Michael. We're talking about the success story of Ethiopian Airlines, how they've been in the market here in Ghana for 3 years, elsewhere for a number of years, how they've been able to stay at the top, etc.